Hey, what's up, go-getters? My name is Michelle. Welcome to The Best Part. I am the owner. I am a life coach. I teach women like you how to invest in yourself so that you can lead a more fulfilling life. And in this video, my heart really goes out to women who are trying to be entrepreneurs of some kind. If you're trying to start your own business, or you're trying to invest your time into something that you're going to get a true return out of and not just a hobby, then this video is really for you. I make a ton of videos on here that talk about personal development and talk about mindset, but in today's video I wanted to talk about things to consider before starting a business, whether that means that you want to be a writer, or whether that means that you want to open a storefront of some kind, whether that means that you want to be like me. I have two businesses. One is I'm a hairstylist and one is I'm a coach, and so I'm kind of juggling those two things, and it's fun but it's challenging, and there's just so much to learn. There's so much that you don't know that you don't know, and so I wanted to kind of give you guys a little bit of information from my standpoint that might help you when you are considering starting a business of your own. So let's just jump right into it. I really don't want to waste any time. Let's talk about time management skills for the first thing. So time management skills, oh my gosh, you're going to have to like double, quadruple, 10x your time management skills, because this is a totally different game that you're playing when it comes to running a business and actually being like the CEO and the creator and the founder, and like you're going to be wearing all the hats. Just take all the hats and just put them on and take them off and put them on and take them off, and it's a real thing. So time management is something that you need to consider your ability to really step into and conquer when you want to become your own business owner. Okay, so that's thing one. Thing two is a combination of things. So you're going to be learning sales, you're going to be learning marketing, you're going to be learning content, and you're going to be learning social media. And even though all of those things kind of tie in together, they are also all very different things. And so when you're considering starting your own business, you've got to be willing to put your face out there, because you are the face of your brand. You can be a faceless brand and kind of hide behind a logo if you wanted to, but it's going to make it trickier, because in today's day and age, people want to see your beautiful face. They want to get to know you. They want to get to know your brand story. They want to get to know what you're about, what you support. They want to see kind of behind the scenes. And it's very, very important that you put yourself out there and that you learn how to utilize social media so that you can market. And then you also need to use sales so that you can actually bring in money. And you also want to learn content creation, because that's how you build a social media. So it's a big, big, big thing to step into. And I'll make a video about actually starting your social media and just basic stuff that you need, because you don't need to go all out, especially if you're not sure what your niche is going to be and you're not sure what type of social media strategy you want. You're not sure what platform you want to be on, or I mean, there's so many options, right? So I'll make a quick video about just basics that you need at another point. So, but for now, those are things that you're definitely going to want to consider. The next thing that you're going to want to consider when you are considering starting a business is your why. Your why is more important than your how, because your why is going to carry you through all of the no return moments that last longer than you might want them to last. Your why is going to give you that energy and that confidence and that I've got this ambition and that backing, that your how is going to kind of change. Your how is going to be a learning curve of trying things and then changing your strategy and then trying another thing and then changing your strategy and then trying another thing. But your why is going to stay consistent, and your why is going to be what gets you through. So make sure you pick a very good why for yourself. The next thing that you want to consider when you are starting a business is that you're going to need support. You're going to need it. And so I would recommend personally joining the local Chamber of Commerce. It is a great way to get kind of your foot in the door, to network, and to meet other like-minded people who can inspire you. In my city, they do, and I'm sure it's the same in other cities. In my city in particular, they have different lectures, or they have different seminars, or they have different just little 1 hour or an hour and a half, 2 hour meetings where they talk about, they have a speaker that gets up and talks about something within their expertise. And you get to have one-on-ones and you get to kind of learn the ins and outs. They have group meetings where you can bring your family along for dinner and just kind of get to know people. They have support groups where you can go and volunteer if you're interested in volunteering for whatever cause. There's so many causes in your city that you can volunteer for. And you can in turn get your employees to volunteer with you, or your coworkers to volunteer with you, or your family or your friends or whoever. It's just a great way to really get into the community and to really be inspired and stay focused on what it is that you're trying to accomplish. Another thing that you want to consider when you are starting your own business is that you will always be working. Always. There is no downtime. There is no downtime. 2 in the morning, you're working. Your mind is working. Even if you're not physically at the computer typing away or you're not building something, your mind is working. Your mind will be focused on your business. So be protective of your family time and make sure that you're putting the phone away when you are with family or friends so that you can 100% hone in on them and enjoy that time with those people that mean the most for you. The next thing you want to consider is that nobody is going to care as much as you do. Hands down, sorry, unless they are monetarily invested, nobody cares like you. And that's okay. It's going to take time and it's going to take learning skills, but those things are going to compound the more consistent you stick with it. So choose your business and stick with it. This is where your why comes in. The next thing you want to consider is that your goals for now will eventually become a thing of the past. And you're going to end up creating new goals and you're going to have ambitions to go for those goals. And then those goals will become a thing of the past. And then the cycle just repeats. So you have to get used to the idea of being ambitious in general. The ambition is going to get you from point A to point B, but sticking with that ambition is going to get you from point B all the way to really, I don't think that Z is accurate. I think it just keeps going because what is the plateau eventually? And that's where you really need to figure out what your why is and figure out kind of what you want in life and what you want out of the business. There's always a next step. There's always something to aspire to. There's always something that you can be working towards. And the more that you work towards something, the more that you'll realize how many different avenues and options there really are. And so it's exciting. Don't get overwhelmed by it. Just realize that the first goal is not the end goal. And the end goal is probably something that you haven't even thought of yet. But definitely dream big. And definitely recognize that the bigger you dream, the more opportunity you're going to naturally bring your way because your mind is open to it. Your mind is open to accepting these opportunities when they come and recognizing that the chance is out there. The next thing that you want to consider when you are starting your own business is that you will have a trial and error phase. And basically what I mean by this is that you're going to have things that you try that you work really hard on, that you put out there that don't get a lot of traction. And what you want to do is not get butthurt about it, to not come up with a better term. You don't want to be offended by every little thing because it doesn't go your way. You want to instead realize that, okay, that didn't work, let's try the next thing. And there are some things that are worth continuing to work on and tweaking the thing, but that's going to be a nuanced thing that you decide in the moment. But recognizing that trial and error is a real thing is going to help you in the long run when it comes to running a business, not getting hurt about it and just pushing through until you find what works. I will also link the video in this one that I talk about little things that can help you with running your own business and starting your own, especially social media content and stuff. I have some tips and tricks in there for things that you can use and just what I've learned. So if you're interested in that, I'll link this video whenever it comes. Whenever I make that video, I'll link it to this video, or just let me know down below like, hey, I'm interested in this, and I can like shout you out or something in that video. The next thing that you want to consider when you are creating your own business is that you're going to have to learn how to prioritize first things first. Now, this sounds like common sense, but it's really not. So when you are having a million goals and you have all of these things that you need to accomplish, you could get distracted by things that aren't actually moving the needle. And it's very easy to look at the big picture and be like, I'm going to spend all my time in here, when really you should be spending your time in here. And it is hard to gauge what actually is working and what isn't working. And there's so much that you can be doing. So you're going to have to decide for yourself. And with help, I believe getting a business coach or getting some type of a mentor within your niche, whatever it is that you're working on as your business is concerned, or getting some type of education in your business is going to be really beneficial to you. So make sure that you learn to prioritize and work on the priority and not try to do all the other things, because all the other things sound fun and they need to get done, yes, but which of those things is going to actually make a difference? Which of those things is the priority that would make all the other things less important? Another thing to consider is that people are watching you. And I don't even mean this in a negative way. There are people out there who I'm sure are giving you the bombastic side eye, but there are also people out there who you would be surprised are like, I really like your content. I was surprised the other day. I had a woman at church actually come up to me and she's like, I'm really enjoying your videos. I had another girl that I actually work with that she was saying, I'm loving your videos. She's like, I love that it's from a Christian perspective, and I'm loving all the videos that I put out on Instagram is what she's been watching. And she's like, I just love it. I look forward to them every day because I've been posting every day. And I was like, what? Thank you. I was so shocked that people in my real life were like, yeah, I'm watching you. It's cool. And so just be aware of that. People are watching you more than you might realize. That can be inspiring or it can be terrifying. Whatever you want to do with that is fine. But it's a good thing that people are watching you, because you're building a brand and you're building awareness for yourself and for your business and what you're trying to accomplish. So it's a good thing. And finally, this is like the most hurtful of them all, but one thing to consider when you're starting a business is that it takes money to make money. And that sucks, especially you're like, I built a business so that I can make money, not spend money. But I mean, it takes money to make money. There's no way around it. You're going to end up having subscriptions or having, business expenses, whether it's paying for the business bank account or whether it's, setting up your actual like LLC fees, or, there's going to be expenses that you're going to have to pay. You're just going to have to really work on your money mindsets a ton, because money mindset in a business is going to be completely different from money mindset in your social life or money mindset in your familial life. And so you've got to get out of this idea that money is this constraint. Money is not the constraint. Money is an asset, and money is going to be what gets you where you want to go. You've got to invest in your business, invest in yourself, invest in your skills, invest in your people, invest in all of the things, because it takes money to make money. So I hope that this video was helpful to you guys. If any of you out there are actually interested in becoming business owners, let me know what you think about this video. Were these things that you had thought of before? Were some of them like, oh, duh, I already knew that was a thing? Or was this kind of like, okay, eye-opening, now I'm getting a bigger, rounder picture of what to expect when walking into creating my own business? Because that is my goal. I want to help you. I want to inspire you. I would love to hear from you. I'd love to hear what your business ideas are and how far along are you, and just where you're at with that. I think that's very exciting. And I'd love to be able to encourage and support you and hopefully create a community that also encourages and supports each other. So thank you guys so much for watching. I would love it if you would follow me on my Instagram. I have it linked in the description box of this video. You can also check out my website. It is linked in the description too. And I've got a freebie Craving Clarity video. If you haven't checked that out already, please let me know on Instagram. Just be like, hey, I want the Craving Clarity video. I'll send it over your way. It's like a little mini class. And then I also have an ebook coming out that I'm very excited about. It is all about self-awareness, building self-awareness. It's an ebook and a challenge all in one. It is great quality and great information. So when it's ready, I will definitely let you know. Thank you so much for watching. As always, do better, go getter. You've got this. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.